takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Stolen by Walker. Fires from 14. And the dunk by Batum.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play.
Hornets trail by 7. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Williams down low with Jefferson. Curry is out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Williams passes to Thomas. Anthony drawing the double team. New York moving the ball around. Back to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez sets a screen for Williams. Kept alive by New York. And that one's good by Lopez. Lopez has got 9 points now in just the second half.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able.
So it's New York picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like
Well, gentlemen, I'm here with
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Carmelo Anthony. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom.
Tell you about Vic.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick.
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
We are in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready for this interconference contest here at the Time Warner Cable Arena. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. They've come entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Hansbrough comes in for Williams. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Curry subbed in for Kemba Walker. Then for the Warriors, Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 spot.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
The Warriors leading. Here's Ezeli. The shot is off, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
An interconference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
Curry attacking. The rebound by Hansbrough. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Utah.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Thompson outside. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the 3 ball is good. Curry's got 12 in the game.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lamb's checked in. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. A nice shot by Zeller.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Spates checked in for Draymond Green. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Thompson. Boy, he was something else against Utah. They set the pick. 3-pointer.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing.
And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark. The group on the floor now for Charlotte. Golden State also making some changes. Festus Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Maurice Spates. A big dip in performance here for the Hornets last year. In 2014, they were very tough to beat at home, and that was not the case in 2015.
Yeah, I mean, they struggled to string together those defensive runs at home. And in the end, that led to their less than stellar record.
Curry, he's in at point guard. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Batum. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Zeller in at the 5. So that's the Hornets' 5.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Iguodala kicks to Barnes. And again, no good by Golden State.
And you know, that record for the Hornets last year at home, they ended up going 19-22, 6 fewer wins than they had in 2014 when they last made the playoffs.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
There's the dish to Iguodala. Barnes screen on Hansbrough to the middle. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Iguodala. And that's 12 points for Barnes.
And getting back to the Hornets, they were the worst shooting team in the league at home. And they have to remedy that in a hurry. Shot only 42% here last season.
Curry gets the bucket.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. There's a good screen to the inside. Up off the screen. Ezeli gets the bucket.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now Curry got it up. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The clock runs out.
Thank you, Kevin.
And the 3rd quarter about ready to get underway. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Curry subbed in for Walker. Then for the Warriors, Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, on the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Maurice Spates out there with Draymond Green, and it's Curry in at point guard.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ezeli's checked in. Ball's knocked loose. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
Here's Curry. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Outside Curry. Green with the block.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Curry with it. And it's Lin picking him up. Back to Iguodala. Lets it go with a 3. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Hornets trail by 21. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots.